Hi, everybody. I'm getting ready to bring in a friend and business partner of mine. We're going to talk about corporate and small business healing today. And just waiting for her to join here. There we go. Oh. All right. Bear with us here while we calibrate. Yay! Woo! All right. So, everybody watching, I'm Heather Bryant, and I'm a Oracle channel healer, and I have my friend and business partner here with me, Bethany London.
Hello.
She is a very powerful business owner and healer, and I'm going to let her introduce herself real quick.
Well, first off, can you hear me okay? Because it didn't come
Can.
through. Okay, good. I am Bethany London. I am a corporate healer and beyond. So all the types of healing, but Heather and I have been called together to do business work together, intuitive business work. And yeah, we're creating magic.
So cool. So just to give a little context, I have over 15 years in corporate America world. Before I woke up, before any of this started happening, I started channeling. I was a Fortune 500 bank vice president, territory executive, a multiple award-winning sales strategist, consultant, process designer. In my specialty, I was recruited for 15 years for all the jobs I had. Based on my success rate and my specialty in turning over the lowest performing teams and territories in the company and moving them to the top 2% in revenue, performance, etc. But not just moving them to the top 2% in revenue and performance, but with the happiest associates in the company. So I would take over teams that were just not only low in revenue, but they, on their yearly associate satisfaction scores, they would have a survey that would go out once a year. And I would take over teams that weren't just low in revenue, they were low in associate satisfaction, lots of turnover on these teams. And by the time we had moved them the top 2%, they were the highest satisfied associates in the company. And also I was award winning for associate satisfaction. So with this massive corporate background combined with this channeling that's come in over the last couple of years, and Bethany has been in this cosmic magic world for over 10 years. We've been called to help corporations not only improve in their performance, but also remain and sustain performance as the old structures that aren't serving the most or serving the collective like they used to, as they start to dismantle. We're being called to help corporations step into the new world and remain relevant, remain strong, and sustain over the next few years of the change and the transition. So anything you want to add to that, Bethany?
Like, you're really good at talking about what you do. Yes, I've been doing healing, energetic healing, since 2013 is when I started dabbling my foot into it. Found myself surrounded by psychics here in California, and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, well, you're psychic. I'm like, really? So it was interesting, but because that basically gave me permission. So anyone watching, if we all are intuitive, we all have the ability to really tune into these gifts. And I think we all have our own special take and perspective, because I work with so many healers. I work with a ton, such as Heather, and everyone has like their little flair. So mine has been, which someone saw in me in 2013, but I wasn't ready to accept it. But I have this quantum container that I hold. So my clients just tend to elevate their revenues. It's like really easy for some reason when they work with me. And I didn't even know that I had this gift. Like, someone else saw it within me, and it was up to me to align with that. So through that, I work with companies, and we find out where there's issues, there's holes, there's darkness, there might be fire. Like, intuitively, I will get visions of all this stuff and clear it. And we work with CEOs, and yeah, we want to talk about what we just did. We just worked.
First, I want to say too, hi Amy, hi everybody joining. I also saw Allie on here. Thanks for watching, you guys. All right, yeah, we want to talk about what we just did. So Bethany and I, as partners here in the corporate healing venture that we are involved in, we get together and we just look at companies that are divinely brought to us, and look at the energetics of the company. So we know nothing about the company. We don't know anything about anyone in the company. We have no affiliations with anyone there. We know nothing about what they're doing. And we look at it energetically to find out from an energetic perspective and high level perspective where potential gaps are and what's going on. And then from there, once we get that diagnosis, then we work with the companies to target the areas that are going to make the most sustainable improvement, from revenue to associate engagement to mental health, etc. So we just looked at the Dyson company.
Yep.
And I know nothing. All I know is I think they sell vacuum cleaners, right? Isn't it a vacuum cleaner?
I'm like, and my friends love their hair curlers, the hair curlers. In fact, I have a girlfriend. She just, well, I guess I shouldn't talk about it. She's literally starting a business working with Dyson products.
That's amazing. So
but like, she has no affiliation with Dyson whatsoever other than buying their products.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what that might be. But yeah, so we were intuitively guided to look into Dyson as a potential client of ours and see what we saw. So we are going to start doing this regularly. So you'll see this video or snippets of it with, I'm like, let's type it in at London Heights.
Cool.
Yeah. So we are going to also, we have it on YouTube. So that's the company, or the corporate healing company and beyond. But yeah, we saw a lot of stuff on Dyson. In fact, we saw that they didn't want us to see.
Yeah. Yeah. It was wild. So I'll share what I saw, and like Bethany touched on, as psychics or channelers or oracles or whatever you want to call these amazing gifts that we all have, but some of us they've been like given to us on a plate because we're here to help really help others tune into those gifts as well. We have different ways of looking at things. So I'm going to share my way. Bethany's going to share what she saw too. And I'm just plugging in again to remember. Okay, so what I did was I Googled Dyson CEO. I just wanted the name of the CEO. Didn't do any research, know nothing about him. I just saw his face. And I plugged in and I asked my cosmic council of guides to come in and help me access the underlining energetics and of what's going on with the company. And what I saw was the thing that I know is that this new CEO took over the company 3 or 4 years ago. That's the only fact that I know about this. And what I saw was that this person came in, and this happens a lot in corporations. This person came in and wanted to make immediate improvement within the company. And so they came in with like guns blazing and quickly shifted things within the company for immediate growth, but there's some chaos going on within the company. It's what we were shown is that, or what I was shown is that the changes and the shifts that this person that he made within the company was mostly coming from a place of wanting to make quick big growth to reflect not on just himself and the success, but to quickly gain more favor for the Dyson name, but that the changes and shifts that were made will start to plateau and not be sustainable because the people haven't been put first and foremost, meaning the associates have been asked to make such quick, drastic changes in a lot of the areas of the company without any regard to how it's impacting their mental health, impacting their daily jobs, the hours they're working, etc., that it was more of a chaotic, pressured push that is not sustainable unless they quickly soon start to look at how do we make sure our associates are happy and engaged so that we can sustain this improvement. And this happens a lot with companies. I've seen it, but also my guides were telling me is that when new leaders, CEOs, etc., directors of areas of companies come in, they make quick changes because that's what they promised and that's what the company is looking for, but they don't consider the the fallout or the negative impacts potentially from those changes, because they are putting money first and foremost. So there's some chaos going on. The associates are starting to start looking for ways out. There are high level people that are starting to look for ways out. And this can be changed if we change the focus and the root of where the energy and the money and the attention is being focused. But it's really up to the CEO and the directors to decide if they want to do that. So that's what I got. And then Bethany worked her magic.
So what I saw initially when I tuned in, and you know, it's interesting going back and doing this because I very much forget everything when I'm channeling, but I'm remembering some key factors. So my initial thing that I saw was a box. It was like a cardboard box, which to me is also represents homelessness for some reason. So it's like there's this cardboard box, the bottom's open and it's over the company. So it's like hiding the company. They didn't want me to see what's going on the inside, and it's like they're hiding, right? And forward facing, I think we all know Dyson as really quality product. So it seems like from what I was gathering once I took the box off, oh my gosh, so many people are, okay, reaching out. So as soon as I took the box off, it was like madness. It was chaos. It was like tons of scrambling. It feels like I'm watching the Minions, the movie or something. And I'll have vacuums and they're going like this. Like, it's just a shit show. So they're like total madness and not really a flow. Obviously, Heather's phenomenal with systems. It's like there's some organizational issues there, some system issues. It also, from like the CEO down, I was saying, now it's coming to me that he feels like a massive risk taker. And then the show Silicon Valley was coming through. So the show Silicon Valley of the Hooli guy who would be like, come on, get this out, get this out, get this out. And he'd like push these products out. And being creative in that environment is possible. And being creative in an environment of joy and excitement and juiciness is better, like for lack of a better word. That is where you want things to come from. You want things to come through love and creativity, not because you have to, because of numbers and money, even though, yes, at the end of the day, everyone wants to make their profits. Okay. But we also have the mental and well-being as a profit, and through increasing that and supporting that with the people, then we won't be pushing out products that in the end might be ending up in this box on the side of the road, because that's what it feels like is in route. Maybe not like, but it just seems like the quality is going to be going down.
Yeah. And it's like when you see the revenue of the company going up, since this is just an example of what happens a lot, which is why we've been guided to help corporations and small businesses. But when you see the revenue, if you just look at the statistic of the revenue increase in the company from when this guy took over, we don't know all of the other things that are going into play with that stat, right? We don't know, did they sell off pieces of the company? Did they buy other things? Did they lay off and hire? Like, what's the turnover? What's the sustainable actual numbers holistically of the company that would truly illustrate improvement and growth across the most important areas? So that happens a lot. Companies want to make immediate improvement, and they don't really care about the sustainable results by putting their attention and energy into the things that are going to sustain the improvement. The improvement might take a little bit longer to see the results, but it's going to continue going up and be sustainable, because companies are putting, a lot of them are putting profit right first. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you identify where is the best place to target and invest your energy. And that means from timing, resources, training, development, hiring, etc., so that you can not only create, build, and increase your company's profit, but it will be sustainable, and the reputation from not only your clients, but through associates that work for the company. Because associates who are happy with the company, they are your clients. They are helping to sell more product, right? But corporations don't always think of that first. That's what we do. We say, let us see energetically where the gaps are, where the blockages are, and then we go in and not only heal from an energetic perspective, but we also put together a blueprint for how to close those gaps and how to clear those blockages and right the ship, basically. So
anyone that's watching right now, if you have connections to Dyson, feel free to connect us with them or this video. And yeah, I mean, obviously in the future, it sounds like a lot of money is going to be wasted on turnover and rehiring and all those programs because people aren't happy.
Training and all the stuff that goes in. I mean, companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars with each new hire, right? And then you have to think about how long it takes to learn the product and the process. It can take 6 months to a year to feel comfortable in a position sometimes, and the company benefits or doesn't from that perspective. So we're actually offering, should I share that, what we're offering? We're offering, because we're in the season of, maybe Bethany can word this a little bit better, but we're in the season of planting seeds, right? For sustained growth in all areas of life. But when we're thinking about a business perspective, now is the time to start thinking about, are you planting seeds that when they start sprouting are going to create healthy, sustainable, energetic improvement and growth? Or are you planting chaotic seeds because you want to make more income sooner rather than later, or you're frantic about money or frantic about improving? What seeds are you planting now? And we want to help you plant sustainable growth seeds. So we're offering right now, we're offering for a 15-minute diagnosis, energetic look at your company to identify and help you understand where your blocks or gaps are. That's just the diagnosis. We're offering that for $100 for the diagnosis. And then once we present that diagnosis to you, the next step would be to get on a discovery call with us, talk about how we can support you in creating a blueprint to plant seeds that will result in sustainable crops and harvest. Yeah. And then from there, we move into actually creating the blueprint for you and a customized plan to work together with our company to move forward and create a more long-term cake container for you.
Yeah. Love it.
Cool.
I heard cake container, by the way. So, but yeah, it will be delicious.
Yeah. And maybe there will be cake. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back. If there's a company that you want us to look at, if you're curious about, we have so much fun doing this. Just doing a quick little energetic diagnosis. If you want us to look at your company, like we said, we're offering this $100 15-minute diagnosis special. And again, if you want us to look at a big corporation or another company, to give another example of what we do, put it in the comments, or you can direct message either me or Bethany with that company's name, and we'll do that on our next connect.
Probably next Wednesday.
Wednesday. Cool.
Okay.
Any closing words, Bethany?
Any closing words? No, this is fun. It feels awkward. I need to get used to the live thing. I know you got it down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here all day to help as many people as possible understand what tools are available to them to improve their life and their business. So
Amen.
We got this. All right. Thanks for joining, you guys. Let us know what questions you have, or if you have a business you want us to look at, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.